Hi guys, it's me again, Felicity here, and I'm your favorite electronics teacher. Yeah, admit it. Wow. Okay, so let's look at Autodesk Tinkercad. And the fun part about Tinkercad is that now you can do circuits. So you can do 3D designs, you can do circuits, code blocks, and it has also lessons. And the fun part that I want to look at is the circuits part. Especially right now when people don't have access to electronics. So the recording of this video was done during the period of COVID-19 and most people are in quarantine and we can't get electronics. So the biggest thing you want to do is be able to simulate your circuits. So now the good part of this software also is that you can do your Arduino. So let me show you something that I've done, then we'll replicate it from scratch. This is something I did with an Arduino Blink. So as you can see here, we have our light emitting diode, our resistor, our Arduino Uno, and there's a simulation of its connection to the power plug. And the other thing you can do is you can simulate it and actually see it blink, and that's what we're gonna see. And you can actually also write your own code, and you can do it in two ways. You can either write it in text or in blocks. Those are very fun things that we're going to do today. I'm excited. Okay, so let's say create new circuit. Okay, so here is our home page, and as you can see, it's as simple as ever. And yeah, simplicity is usually the best. You never want like a very busy dashboard where you're like, what's going on? So you can see just delete, undo and redo, then annotation and view. Up here you have your circuit view and component list. This is where you'll be able to see what components you're using and even download your bill of materials. So what you're going to basically do is like just pick one by one what you want to use. So if you want to use a light emitting diode, we pick it, we name it, so we can say LED 1, and we decide whether we want a red, green, a yellow, orange, blue, whichever. I mean, who cares? So yeah, maybe I could try yellow because the other one I used a red, so just being fancy. So then we add a resistor here. Always use a resistor or else you'll burn your circuit. Luckily this is a simulation, but good practice. Yeah, then let's get our Arduino Uno Revolution 3. It comes looking like this, and as you can see, it even has like a cable connected to power. It's pretty awesome. I just think it's really awesome. If you think it's awesome, please comment, because I really love it. Yes, so here what we're gonna do is pretty simple also. So for the resistor also we can give it a name. Usually you say R1, doesn't matter. The resistance, let's say 100 ohms. Oh no, 100 kilo ohms is too high. Let's put it at ohms just to be safe. And I'll show you something cool during the simulation on the difference it makes with the ohms. So let's connect this wires. This connects to, oh god, this connects to that, and click, and this connects to pin 13. You can connect it to any of this analog or digital pins, that is from 0 to 13, but I prefer to use 13 because it's in sync with the inbuilt LED. So and then it's nearer the ground, so the ground pin of the light emitting diode can go directly to the ground pin of the Arduino. That's the fun part. I don't have to have a complicated a complicated circuit. Another thing you can do is set the color of the wire. So maybe I say it's black. So just always, like, I think it's good practice to have color coding. So I say like this should be like red, and just to say like there's power flowing through here, and then this is being grounded. Yeah, so everybody has ways of doing it. Even in a simulation, I'm still trying to be a perfectionist, but don't blame me. Wow. So that's about it. Like, we're done. It's that simple, people. It's that simple to make the circuit. So what we want to do is to do the code. So fun part also about the code is that you can either do it in blocks, you can do it blocks plus text, or just text if you're the person who just likes to write your code. But for me, I say, why not have best of both? That way, if they write the wrong thing, I can correct it. So, right? So if we're saying LED built in is the 13th LED, however, if you want to change it and say like a pin, set it as a pin, you can, and then you come here and set it as pin 13. Yes, so for now let's just use LED built in, and we're saying it will be high, and then we'll wait for 1 second, and then it will be low, then we wait for another second. And here's the representation of it in the text format. So they're saying they're doing everything for you. Basically, they'll set up the pin mode and they'll start the loop. So they write the pin 13 high and write pin 13 low. So that's what I say. You can either say built-in LED, or you can come and say set pin here instead of built-in LED. And okay, it's very difficult to edit, so we can just dump the code, basically dump it in the dustbin. Then we're saying we want to work with pin, not built-in, so we set it high. So for control is the one that does the second, where you say wait, you're waiting for 1 second, and then again you set the pin to low, set the pin, so here you modify, you say low, then come back and put your wait 1 second. Okay, and so the pin number has to be specified here. The one I'm using is 13, and say 13 again, and you can see your code remains the same. So that is pretty awesome. I love it. Right, so if you want to stop seeing the code, just click there and you won't see the code anymore. So to see whether you've done the right thing, you will start your simulation here. Start a simulation, and wow, okay, what's going on? Start. Yes, and you can see it's blinking with a change of time. So another thing I was telling you, as it's simulating, we can try and see like what difference does it make when we put a resistance of higher value. So that's 100 ohms, and we say we want to do 300 ohms. What happens? I don't know if you notice, but maybe we stop the simulation and start it again. But the simulation actually, like, the LED does grow dimmer. So with the white LED, so I can decide to change the LED to white. With the white LED, it's very evident here, and I say 330, and you see how much dimmer it is. And when I put 100, how much brighter it gets. Are you seeing that? It's pretty awesome. It's very accurate. Okay, so basically that is it. Once you've done your simulation, of course you're like, what do I do with this? I cannot work within this platform. So you can export this, and you can put it in Eagle format. If you haven't designed before with Eagle, that's another software that will explore how to design. But then if you select that, you'll get an Eagle board, which when you click here, okay, not when you click that, because that is not how you work with Eagle. Basically you will have to open the Eagle software and then open the file. So you're saying file open, it's a board, and you go to your downloads and look for that file. So where is it? Yes, so it's called Mighty Joe 4-Healer board. I wonder why. When you say open, and this is what happens. You see, there's a resistor, there's a light, everything died. The routing has not been done, but you can see that you can transfer this design here and then continue and actually continue designing. It brings you the footprint of the Arduino, and then you can just add the peripherals and continue, which is awesome also, because usually it's very tough to get that footprint. So that is basically it. And the cool part also about Tinkercad is that you can share and collaborate with people also, and you can get your component list, what you have used, and download your bill of materials. So we will try and look at more complicated designs. This was just like 101, like let's get started with the Tinkercad, with electronics. And yes, so you can see, so this is what I want to do, is rename this Tinker this. So I want to rename it because I do not want to call it Mighty Joe. So I'll call it Felicity. Blink. And that's it. That's it for the blink part. We'll try a few other things, maybe add a button, and see how that simulation works, and really get into the playing around with this software. But for now, I'll see you another time. Yes.